weekend of Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Bats. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience viewing footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go, once all the cars are all lining up on the grid, they're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they gonna take it? What are they gonna do? Is it gonna go deep? Are they gonna go who knows? Let's take it! Away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone, because I have a feeling... Oh no, Timo, cancel the first, you're in distraction zone! I tried to round up another overtake on 23 trademark. This is Ryan's trademark.
And Timo are oh, it's not bad. Oh no! Oh my god, this so sorry, control myself. So Timo
So what are we gonna put up to so they can stand at the back together again? Just like Timo likes it.
How many times? Did you see how many times Timo tried to get into the pit?
As Brazilian takes the lead, and JC gonna get past him here. Here we go. Dragon messes up actually, so Dennis might actually have a chance to win him on track. No. Oh my god, what a almost complete. Oh, and JC hits one. Hits him on.
Fortune Hunters on the podium.
The Matrix. Oh, what a race.
Epic stuff there from JC.
You are looking at our Season 4 Tier 3 SLR champion, which is Crimsonium.
Neon race. Actually, this little spin here. Congratulations to him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, we are back with another edition of SLR Tier 3 right here live on EGL Extreme Gaming League. Tonight, I bring you a very special guest with me in the commentary box. He is a very nice guy. He is kind of popular on YouTube. He's a streamer. And he is, of course, a Tier 1 racer for SLR. I'm proud to announce tonight with me is the great Mr. Jensen. How are you, sir?
Quite a nice introduction. Don't make me blush. I'm doing very good. Thank you for the nice words, and good to be back in the commentary position.
Yeah.
Nice timing. 12 minutes on the clock, so first time's also coming through. 35.1 from Flash River at the moment. It seems like a very decent banker lap.
Yeah, as we're looking to our very last race of the season at Abu Dhabi, which is of course a very, very tricky race. It's very hard on those tires as well. And then of course we have 5 reserve drivers joining us on track tonight in the form of Kebab, we have Daru, we have John, we have Mammoth TV, and who's the other one? We're missing one more. It should be hit. I don't see him on the clock yet. Oh, he withdrew on the last minute. Sorry about that. So it's only 4 reserve drivers joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what can you tell us about the previous race, except for that, of course, this was the situation after the Brazil race. We got ourselves... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were asking it to me, but you were still in your story. So continue.
No, it's all good. So yeah, this is what we had after Brazil in Tier 3 last week. We got ourselves our very first SLR Tier 3 champion, Mr. Crimsonium. As you can see, 5 wins during the season, 9 podiums, 1 DNF, and a total of 222 points. But of course, Jensen, this is not where it all ends, man. There's of course a P2 in the championship standing still up for grabs between Legion and Mr. Neon Rays. I think there's only a 12-point gap between the two of them. So
that's going to be interesting.
Yes. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see what are those two up to, and if Legion can come up with some quick points today and take the P2 championship away from Neon Rays, which also had a pretty good season right through in the Tier 3 season. And tire strat today, let us, Jensen, take us through this, man.
Yeah, so basically you have 2 options today. The fastest strategy on paper is the soft, medium, soft strategy. Because you start on the soft, so you are at the front where you want to be at the start of the race, of course. But you have to pit earlier to the mediums because you do the 2-stopper, so you can get hold up in traffic if you are unlucky. If that's not the case, it's faster than the second strategy, which is the medium hard strategy. Yeah, you save 20 seconds or 22 seconds by pitting only once. You can drive into clean air a little bit more if you are lucky. But it's definitely a lot slower in the later stage of the race.
Yeah, as I can already see, there's a lot of mixed strategies. Guys are on hards, they are on softs, they are on mediums. It's going to be a complete mixed grid strategy here, I can assure you that, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm not sure what the weather prediction is. If there's any crew chief out there, crew chiefing anybody in Tier 3, can you let us know what the weather's going to do for the race? on chat, please. We are unfortunately unaware of rain at this minute, or at this moment. Yeah, who can we follow around? Is Waterborne Lip? Yes. Oh.
Yeah. And yeah, you were talking about the battle between Crimsonium and Neon Race. Neon Race is putting laps on the hard tire at the moment. I have a very good feeling that he's going to do his medium hard strategy, because he's going to drive on the hards for a bit to get the feeling and then go to the medium tire. Crimsonian, his bank lap on the softs was a third place, not a bad bank lap, so he's at the front from the start, probably.
Alright, guys, let us know in chat if the game sound a bit up. I was about to ask that. Let's get the game sound up a bit.
WoW gave us some feedback already. He said the volumes were good. Maybe a little bit of game sound, indeed. But yeah, let us know if it's too much after we have altered it, so we can adjust it once again.
Yeah, as Tomas Sloma says, Team Doro tonight. Let us know in chat, who do you think will take pole position and who do you think will win this race? Unfortunately, Crimsonium's teammate Mr. Mozzie Gaming, he could not race tonight, but he did wish all the rest of the grid good luck and a happy race. So just a heads up to him, or shout out to him. Thank you for that, sir. That's much respect. True gamer, I like to say.
Grosjeans with a 135 flat at the moment. Pretty good lap. I think pole time will be a 34.7.8 maybe, but we have to wait and see.
Yeah, is Grosjean going for another lap here, or?
Yes, his ERS turned off, so he's coming in. Oh, I'm watching Sunny, excuse me.
Alright, let's go for Sunny.
ERS off as well.
Alright, I'm spectating Sunny live on board as he comes past this beautiful section of the track into, what do you call the section, Jensen? The slight chicane, a very difficult part of the track as well.
Where Sunny is driving right now?
Yeah.
I would call it the end of Sector 2. I have no idea what it's called.
Good.
I have no idea how it's called.
Good answer on that one. It's even a better answer than I could have thought of. Well done with that one. Alright, guys, let us know in chat, is the game sound okay? Is it too loud or is it alright now? Let us know. I opted by 2 clicks. It should be okay, as long as you guys can hear us clearly. You don't have to shout.
Yeah, Crimsonian improved by a 10th and is now on the 2nd place for now. So seems to look alright for him. Neon Race has fitted his medium tires like I predicted. We will definitely want to watch his lap when he goes out for a lap.
Yeah. It's looking pretty close in the top, even the top 6. Only 3 tens apart from each other. Well, that is some good signs. Seems like we're going to be up for some close racing.
Definitely. Looking forward to that.
Yes, we have another person saying Team Bowman, Dr. Mackay. Hope I'm pronouncing that correct, not murdering your name.
Okay, and the volumes are good as they are right now, so that's good.
That's good to hear. Let's see. Flaw, is he on the left? No, he's not on the left.
Flaw is on the left.
Is he?
Yeah, he improved by 700.
Alright, let's follow him around. Very important exit to this corner here. If you get it wrong, you lose quite a lot of time down this straight. It's not a long straight, it's not a short straight, but it's long enough to lose you some time if you get a bad exit though. As we come, as Jensen would say, at the end of Sector 2.
Yeah, he's two tenths up on his time, so if he can continue this trend, he might attack Grosjean's time of 35.0 at the moment. But then he needs to do very well in this technical last sector under the hotel.
Yeah, it's a man that's found some form late in the season. He is looking to improve every race, lap after lap. as it goes over the line in P2 with a 1:35.1. That is a really good lap.
Yeah, he will be happy with that one. And he should have enough time to go back to the pits and go out immediately for his last run, if this wasn't his last run. Neon Ray started his out lap on his mediums. Curious to see where he can end up. I will keep an eye on him and we'll let you know when he will start his lap. So we might can follow someone else till that point.
Yeah, I've only got Ward up by the looks of it at the moment. Let's see if we can find Ward up. Is he on the lap? That's the biggest question. Let's see. As it's starting to come, getting slightly darker and darker around track. The famous Abu Dhabi that gets to host the night race in the Formula 1, an absolute beautiful looking track at night with all the lightning around it.
Yeah.
Always Ward up goes completely wide during that exit of that very important corner I was talking about earlier.
Neon Ray's at the end of his out lap, so he's gonna start his lap right now. Keep an eye on his first sector time.
Yeah, let's follow him around as he comes down the main straight to start his lap.
He did quite a quick out lap with a 37.7.
Wow. Nice and tight over the curb, take some curb there and you go around. Yeah, it's very important to take some curb on the outside as well, but he decides to keep it on the track. Nice and tight to the apexes, goes not, also very important not to go too wide into the entry of this corner. It's a very, very long straight. You can easily lose half a second if you get it wrong out of that corner. So he gets some slipstream from Fusion. Is Fusion going to make way for him? He actually does, it's his teammate. I wonder if that was planned, do you think?
Could be the case if they are in a voice call together.
Yeah,
I have done it with my teammate once at Baku. We gave each other slipstreams and we were first two on the grid, so it can be beneficial.
Yeah, that was some great timing between the two of them. Probably not the best slipstream, could have probably got a little bit more, but he definitely gained some time with it. Let's keep an eye out for Neon Race, but he's on hards though. If he can, I reckon he can come into the top 10 with hards. We'll see.
Yeah, as it looks right now, he's 5/10 down on the fastest lap after 2 sectors. I just checked. A Legion with the 34.7, by the way, which I predicted would be pole. I figure Neon Race will somewhere get
P8, P7, P8, 9, yeah.
P8, 10, somewhere there. Oof.
13th. He must have had a very, very bad lost sector.
Nah, yeah, you lose more with the mediums in the last sector than... I think he did alright considering the tires. The soft should be 8, 9 tenths faster, so I think he could have been up there with softs. But yeah, it's going to be difficult for him because he will be stuck in a massive DRS train. So yeah, let's hope for him that it will pan out well. Flash River improved with 34.8. Grosjean is finishing his lap, not a lot of improvement, unless the third sector was really good. Yeah, he improved by 18 thousandths. Crimsonian 2 tenths up on his time, going under the hotel in a minute.
Oh, he runs slightly wide, he did not invalidate.
Oh, there's a car there. Oh, that's ghosted, but it cost him time. I saw him hold in.
Yeah, I think he probably thought he was going to hit that car head on, and it luckily goes over the line and he keeps his position.
Yeah, he didn't even improve anymore. He held in. Sonny entering the first chicane of the track was half a tenth up on his time. He can definitely challenge for a top 3 spot.
And it comes down. Makes use of that curb on the outside to get a better entry.
He's almost 3 tenths up.
Yeah.
If he keeps this up, he's P3.
Yeah, maybe even P2, you never know.
If he does the last sector very good, definitely. He can even take pole, but you really need to let the car roll through this sector. Very important to have no wheel spin. and go on the power early.
Yeah.
That corner looked a little bit slow, but it's still not a bad third sector from him. This one he has nice traction out of the corner and he takes pole.
Wow, what a lap by
good,
Sonny.
very
Brilliant.
good lap.
Brilliant. Also a guy that showed some great form and pace in the last couple of races, and he's looking to end the season off in style, man. Wow, that came as a surprise. I did not expect that one.
What is Flash River? He abandoned this lap. So this is your grid, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so we have P1 Sunny with a 134 6.4 Legion, about a 1.3 tenths off the pole position time in P2. Flash River P3, once again a good qualifying session by Flash River. Let's see if we can keep it up for the race as well. With Grosjean P5 and Grosjean P4, Floor P5, and our champion Transonium in P6.
Yeah, a very good lap from Sonny.
Yeah, it's good like saying, Sonny, what a lap. That was a really quick lap by Sonny. As we're just waiting, here we go. This is probably the most beautiful section of the track with the two stadiums at the hairpin, I would say.
Yeah, it's a fun part. You really need the traction, and well, you have the first DRS. If you get overtaken there, you can immediately fight back with the second DRS. So that's fun.
As we have a new guy in chat, Quentin Onbekend. I take it you are Dutch. Yes, he is saying hello to his Dutchman, Mr. Dennis Janssen.
He's one of my subscribers, yes.
Oh,
so,
good to have you on chat, man.
He joined the server when I did the first EGL tournament with Extreme Gaming League.
Oh, yes.
So he watches the stream sometimes. So nice that he is here while I'm commentating for a change.
Yeah, welcome on board, sir. Good to have you around, and it's nice to see you guys are supporting our stream. As we have quite a fullish grandstand tonight, I see. Quite a handful of viewers. We've been more than that in the past, way more, but it's not too bad for the last race of the season, I must say.
No, for sure not. And it's of course also the end of the season, so I expect when we get to the new game, we will have a lot of viewers.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for it, man. It looks really fun, and it seems like there's some new
really good.
driving,
Yeah, I can't wait to see how it drives.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they brought some sliding back into the game from, I think it's 2018, if I'm not mistaken.
2017 was the oversteer. Yeah, that was the oversteer.
It seems like they brought a bit of those back.
Yeah, I would like that too, because 2017 was such a push game. You could really drive on the limit with oversteer, but yeah, everyone has his own driving style. Some like oversteer, some like understeer. I really like oversteer, so I can't wait. While we are busy with the formation lap.
Yep. Alright, so just to remind everybody out there, drivers, remember to vote for your driver of the season in Tier 3. Also not Tier 3, but Tier 2 and 1 as well. I'm not sure if there's one for Tier 4. I don't think so. I'm in Tier 4, just started the other day. But please go and vote. Remember to go and vote for your driver of the season, who you think gave you the best show during the whole of the season. As we are doing a formation lap for a very last time in Tier 3 in F1 2019, sadly, as we're approaching the new game in July the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. And
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, July 7th if you buy the Schumacher edition, then you get 3 days early access.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's me. That's me. Pick me.
So the hardcore kind of guys will be able to drive on the 7th of July, and I always like the first 2 months when the new game comes out. We don't start league racing in the first month, I think, because there are a lot of patches and bug fixes in the first month. But just to go online in online lobbies with a bunch of guys, seeing who can adjust to the new handling the fastest and just have some fun in online lobbies. I always like that time. When a new game comes out, just have some fun and learn the new game.
Yeah, but like I said, this is the last week of the season for this game 2019 in AGL and SLR and to SRL. But don't go away though. We in the 6 weeks. There's some lots of fun. Everybody. We're gonna have some Gammon Run races. We're gonna have 100% races. We're gonna have mini EGL races. We're gonna have some historical races as well. So there's lots of planning for the 6 weeks coming up in the break. So don't go away. Stay tuned, as we have a nice program lined up for everybody.
Yeah. Sonny really heating his tires. Made a nice slide out of the second to last corner. Slowing down now. It's important to have temperature in your tires. Not too much, of course, because your tires will overheat quite quickly here if you push too hard.
Yeah. Jensen, would you do the honor of taking us away off the grid?
Oh, let's do it for a change.
Yes, please, man.
I'm up for it.
I can't do it every week.
All right.
All yours, sir.
Right, let's go.
I'll try and give you a nice camera.
Yeah, I have a nice camera, I think. I will just switch till I have it from the front. Nice game. All right, all cars are in their grid slot, and now we wait for 5 red lights. There they are. It's 3, 4, 5 red lights, and when they are out, we are underway. Sonny from pole position. Will he have a good start? It looks like it. He is away good enough to fend off the Ferrari of Legion and takes the first place into the corner. Legion now coming on the inside here. Is he going to stick it there? No, but he gets taken by Flaw and the Racing Point. So a little bit of sleeping. The rest of the cars seem to made it through unscathed. One of the Renault's Neon Race lost quite a bit of positions. I saw him slide a little bit. So he has some work to do.
Yeah, great start there, but I saw the Force India coming down the middle of floor. He made contact with a Haas of Philoctetes and he hit the inside wall, if you can see there on the replay screen. Yeah, quite a rough start. It could have been really, really nasty for some drivers, but luckily everybody got out there unhurt and hopefully no damage as well.
Yeah, and we see the first fighting happening. Fusions takes a position from Mehmet. In the midfield, and also Dragon is really close behind Wardup. We see quite a lot of action in this corner. Crimsonian takes a place from the McLaren of Well.
Oh, JQR makes contact with Wardup. Wardup all over the back of Fortunato and JQR all over the back of Wardup, of course. That sounds very confusing, but don't worry, as Wardup makes a move on the inside of Fortunato towards the sharp turn to the right, coming into the hotel section, and Fortunato loses it, goes into the wall and makes contact with JQR. That might be a horrible, horrible incident for 2 of those drivers. That was unfortunate. Let's have another look at that. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we continue looking on more live action on the track while we're doing the replay. Yeah, that was some unfortunate stuff there, man. Unlucky for Fortunato. He just lost it on the entry of that corner, and trust me, there's nothing you can do when it comes to that point. That is a very, very dangerous corner.
Yeah, and what Thomas is saying in chat is definitely true. Darrow had an absolute flyer of the first lap. Already up by 5 positions, started P10, is now in P5.
Oh yes.
Excellent start by him. Sonny, meanwhile, is really putting the pedal to the metal. I think, the...
Oh, as we made contact, sorry, Jensen, we made contact again. The Red Bull hit the punted Legion into the sharp chicane between the 2 straights, but Legion still looking to keep the inside line to Fleischer on the outside, and he keeps the position luckily, and Legion trying to make another move on the inside, but Legion cuts him off and keeps the position. But I'm almost certain there might be damage there for Fleischer, man. Trying to see.
I'm gonna look. He still has his wing on my stream, so
yeah.
I think they got away with it. The bad news for them is, because they were fighting so hard, Flaw actually managed to create a gap, and that is crucial because he's probably out of DRS of position 3 and 4, and Sonny is almost on the verge of breaking DRS on Flaw. And if he can do that, he can just stay focused, drive his own pace, and sets another fast lap and maybe drive away. The gap is 2.3 seconds already. So it's looking very good for Sonny at the moment. But of course we also have penalties playing a factor later in this race. Well, see the two Alfa Romeos going side by side. That almost goes wrong. John overtakes actually one of them on the outside of sector 1. Great stuff. And he's up 1 position. There's quite a big battle from P5. Quite a big train at the moment. So you have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, this is an absolutely great start and great racing as the McLaren slightly loses it at the exit of that corner. But yeah, pretty good first 3 laps of this last race of the season, man. As the two Salvos go side by side, looking to make a move towards the inside of the Red Bull of John. Doesn't make it stick, still stays on the outside, going for the switchback. John has a really good exit, but also has Crimsonium. He's looking towards the outside, carry on.
Yeah, Crimsonium will definitely get him here with the DRS, I figure. But he's still staying next to him, John. Braking very, very late. But the position is for Crimsonium. I just wanted to say I saw John most of the part this lap. He had some excellent overtaking and definitely looks like a good clean driver. So really a good addition to our
Oh, as we look to this, loses it into the same corner. Sorry, Jensen. Again, that same corner that's so dangerous to everybody. We've seen about 3 incidents already in that corner. As we look to the spuns again, it's the wall.
Yeah.
Just so tricky. Oh, that is some scary driving. Could have been really, really nasty once again for some of the other guys. Yeah, but he's lost his complete right front in plate, but more than that.
And the positive news for Neon Race at the moment is that he is the last car in the train from P5. So he's actually in the DRS. So yeah, he's definitely looking good at this point. And in 1 or 2 laps, while he dives on the inside of his teammate, I think Fusion's letting him go because he knows his teammate is fighting for something.
What is going on there?
Loses the car a little bit.
Yeah.
And loses more positions.
It seems like he's struggling on the tires or something. I think he overcooked his tires somewhere where he slided around.
Yeah, it wouldn't be strange because these guys are fighting so hard, and every little slide builds the tire temperature. Well, the Ferrari and the Mercedes here are fighting as well. Fusion still in crazy battling positions here.
Yeah, there's currently so much going on. I don't know where to focus on.
I know.
We have Fleischweber being really close to Legion. Legion caught up to Flaw.
Those Fusions went off, but he managed to keep the car on track. If I were him, I would pick 2 mediums straight away because these tires are. Oh, he is on mediums.
Yeah, as we have a good 3-way battle between position P2, P3 and P4. Quite a margin behind Fleischweber to P5.
Yeah.
But
can't follow Sonny's pace.
Yeah, but look at Sonny, man. 4.2 seconds in the lead. Where is the man coming with his pace from now at the very last race of the season? But he had some good pace all the time around. He's just getting better and better. As Fleischweber makes contact with the Ferrari slightly, going towards the inside. It's a very, very dangerous corner as well. If he gets it slightly wrong, he taps the back of that Ferrari and he spins himself around. But he managed to get past him. But now, who's going to have the DRS? That's the biggest question. I guess both of them, because of the Force India in front.
Yeah, and I just checked. Sonny was a full second faster the last lap compared to Flaw.
Wow.
So that says enough. Neon Race into the points on his medium tires. Those mediums are really coming to him now while he's trying to overtake one of the Alfa Romeos, one of Darrow. Darrow tries to fight back, but Neon Race has the inside for the next corner. Also has DRS on the racing point, so he should be able to defend this. And the tires will really come towards a Neon Race now. The soft tires are really hitting that cliff slowly but steady.
Yeah,
we also see John and Crimsonium fight again. Crimsonium went a little bit off the track, but they are still fighting. Still managed to keep it clean enough that there is no damage, and they're fighting really, really hard. Crimsonium now on the outside of this corner. Yeah, of course you are not going to make that one with so much entry speed. Still side by side under the hotel. Keep it clean, guys. Don't push each other in the wall. Still goes all right. but some really nice battling going on here.
Yeah, also behind him for OS, is that Transonium pitting?
Yeah, he's pitting.
Alright, and then behind them there's also a good battle going on between Daru, Neon Rays and is it Flash? Sorry, no Switch. Neon Rays and Daru. There's another car in front of Daru, I can't quite see, it's Wardup. Seems like there's something happening here as Neon Rays goes around the outside of Wardup. He needs to get the braking point spot on, otherwise there will be contact and there was slight contact, but luckily no one spins off. But yeah, as Wardup fights hard for that inside line now. Let's see who got the best
Neon
exit.
Rays won't have PRS though. I think he was ahead of the racing point before the line, and it's going to, yeah, I'm right. It's going to compromise him now big time.
Wow.
It was better for him to wait a little bit. Now he might be overtaken again. Yeah, there comes the Alfa Romeo. Is he going to send it? He does, but he's not managing to complete that move. But that was not the smartest move by Neon Race. It was better for him to stick behind him until the straight, but he can try again next lap.
Yeah, what great racing between all these guys. Look at this 5-car pileup.
Ooh, John and Grosjean's battling very, very hard. And I think Crimsonian absolutely did the right thing by undercutting everyone. He knew he was in battles and was losing time. And he has an 11-second clear track ahead of him with those fresh medium tires. No tire temps worries for him. So I'm thinking he's going to gain massive time and maybe be comfortably be into P4 after the rest of the guys made their pit stop.
Yeah, as John and Grosjean both comes into the pits, I realized that Grosjean he just lifted off and let John pass. I wonder if he didn't pass John off the track and got a warning for that and had to let him go pass again. That seems like what happened there, because I'm sure he just wouldn't let him pass again like that, as he got a very slow pit exit. But yeah, most of the front runners now pitting. Also Sunny's in the pits for medium, so Sunny's definitely looking to go soft, medium, soft towards the end, hoping for a safety car which would work perfectly. Who else is very close here, man? There's so much action going on, I'm struggling to keep up as Neon Race is looking to make a move on Wardup down the back straight. Oh, yeah, he will definitely go for it. He's got DRS and he's got a powerful slipstream. He just makes Wardup look so, I would say, useless on that straight. You can't do anything pretty much with that top end speed advantage.
Yeah. Neon Race does, however, I saw 2 laps ago, a 3-second time penalty already, so that might also be important later in this race. But yeah, Neon Race still has to continue for a few laps if he goes to the hards. I don't know if he can actually make it from medium to soft. I don't think so. And if he does it, he will be very slow after lap 14, lap 15. But we have to wait and see.
Hey man, you know what's the tough part? It's only lap 7 and I'm like so exhausted, man. so much action going on. I'm so tired. It feels like I'm on lap 20 already. Yeah, no, this is a good race so far, I must say, man.
It's definitely epic. Flaw picks up the 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He will be bashing his own head in and be mad about himself because. Yeah, 5-second penalty, that's an awful lot.
As Flash River now puts the hammer down, puts up the fastest lap of the race. So, but he's on 2-lap old mediums, so he's looking to put a good, quick middle stint in.
Sonny is actually in traffic right now, and he's losing so much time on Flash River. Because Flash River wasn't even P2 when he pitted, or was more than 4 seconds away.
As Neon Race again loses completely at the exit of that corner, sorry man.
No problem, but the gap that Sonny had of more than 4 seconds to P2 is now only 1.6 seconds.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, as the Ferrari and Wardup makes contact into the corner. I don't know what happened there, he went for dive around the outside and seems like they just hooked as they came into the corner and he went straight on. Oh, that's unfortunate, couldn't get a better view of that. Let's see if we can get something on the replay.
Oh, there's so much battling again. Crimsonian and Grosjean's second DRS part for Crimsonian. He should be able to overtake. A little bit of weaving. I don't know if he's angry about the move earlier. There was some contact. Crimsonian is going to get the move done into the slow chicane at the end of sector 2.
Yeah. Jeez, man, I gotta be so quick and awake on this. I'm just watching the times on the board to see where's the close action as Flesh Rover. Again, look at this battle. 3-boy battle between Water, Flesh Rover and Legion. And they're catching up to Fusion in the front, in the Renault as well.
Yeah. Ward Up finally pits. He will go to... yeah, where is he going to?
Yeah, I'm very interested. Let's see where is Sunny.
Or is my spectator menu
Sunny's gone
glitched?
past a long time. He's going for... What is going on? He's still in the pits. Is he suffering a penalty?
Whom? Ward Up?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, alright, just a long pit entry though. But as he comes out, almost right at the back. That did not work out for him. But Neon Race in the lead, being caught by Sunny again. Sunny is on an absolute charge. This man has got pace from out of this world today. I believe he has practiced a lot this week and put a lot of time in ending the season on a high. So.
Yeah, and he has 6 laps fresher tires than Neon Race as well. So the gap will be coming down quite quickly. And then it's only a matter of overtaking him on the second DRS straight. So yeah, it will happen quickly. You can see he already gained 6 more tenths while I started talking about this. So it's really going fast now, and especially in this part, the technical part, where you want the grip, you want the confidence. Fresher tires will help you out so much more, and he already is in DRS. It's only 7 tenths left at the moment. So I think at the second DRS part, if Sonny is smart, he will just close up after the first DRS straight, and then at the second DRS straight make his move and then drive away in sector 3. Yeah, but he already closed up, and we are going to see a change of the lead very, very soon.
Yeah, so Mima TV is all over the back of Fortune Hunter looking to find a way past. Fortune Hunter is on 7 lap old medium, so he's obviously yet to pit. I'm sure Mimeth would make this look easy down the back straight. He'll probably line him up for that and not take any risks of trying to overtake him through this high speed corners. So he might even go for a move down the chicane, but I don't think it would be wise, because then Fortune would get the slipstream on him for the straight.
Yeah, Sonny does take the lead in the first turn already. Not a particularly exciting overtake. He is confident enough that he can get a good enough exit to cover him off here. Yeah, it seems like he can manage that. I think Neon Race is also not going to fight because he's on a different strategy. So Sonny can now just drive away and is in clean air again.
Yeah, as
behind there, P3, P4, a gaggle of cars fighting side by side in the chicane. Flash River and Legion.
Yeah, as Red Bull's going slightly wide, they're being slightly forced by the Ferrari of Legion. Jeez, man. I don't know where to look.
I've never seen such an exciting Abu
Yeah, this is
Dhabi
brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. What more can we have asked for as a last race of the season? I'm so proud of these guys, all of them in Tier 3. They have done a great job since we have launched Tier 3. Oh, this floor almost makes contact with Legion. I must say I'm very, very proud of all these guys. They have done a great job, and they have given Tier 2 a title, which we all thought they would get. But yeah, it's an absolutely brilliant show being put up by all of them during the season. I'm really proud of them guys. So well done to all of you.
Keep focusing on P3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Okay, very good. But yeah, what you said is definitely true. You can see these guys are improving every week. And of course there were a few contacts in this race as well, but still no safety car, no big damage or crashes or anything. While the racing is so hard, even here you see cars going side by side, and they will fight again after
this. These
next
guys
race.
are racing so close, Jensen. Wow, man.
Yeah.
All 4 of them basically were in connection in one line right there.
They definitely deserve the compliment we are giving them.
Look at this. Are we going to have a double overtake?
A little bit of wheel banging, but it still goes clean. The Ferrari holds in. Yeah, but it's so close. Flaw is also right at the back of the Renault and the Red Bull in front of him. And they're going side by side once again here. But they keep it clean with all four of them. There is respect between the drivers, and that's very good to see. And even under the hotel, they are going side by side. Racing Point almost hit the wall there. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic stuff.
Yeah, man. This is it's times like this that makes you proud of what you've done during the season. It's moments like this that just wants to make you get into your car and go do a couple of laps, and once it makes you want to be in league racing. This is just absolute great racing from these guys.
Absolutely. And this is also what you want as a driver.
Exactly.
I mean, of course you want to win, and of course some races it's nice to be at the front and maybe drive away. But this is so much more fun, and I actually like races where I have battles and overtakes and stuff. I enjoy those so much more than just being at the front, following in train. These guys give it everything in every single lap, which also might be a factor is that Flaw is a little bit of a joker. He's on softs, fresh softs of 4 laps.
Yeah, sorry Jensen, as Legion goes around the outside of Fusion down the straight, will he make it stick? Oh, as Fusion goes very late on the brakes, runs wide, the Ferrari trying to go for the switchback, but he cuts him off. Not at a section that there's a lot of space to go around someone, it's very tight through that chicane. Sorry for interruption, man.
Yeah, no problem, but what I was saying, they are also on different tire lives and even different compounds, because Flaw is on softs and he is really putting the pressure on Flash River, who's on 6 laps old mediums. Fusion has the oldest mediums of 11 laps. He's on the same strategy as Neon Race, who still continues for another lap. So I might get the feeling more and more that Neon Race might do the medium soft strategy, and feels good about that. Crimsonian is only in P9 at the moment, but he's only 12-13 seconds behind Neon Race. They are fighting it out for the championship. The gap was 12 points, you said?
The difference between Neon Race and Legion for P2 in the championship is exactly 12 points. So if Neon Race somehow finishes P2 and Legion P6, it would be really close. It's going to be really close.
Ah, yeah, it was Legion. Yeah. All right, but then it still will be interesting, because they both need to pit again.
Oh yes. As Legion makes easy work this time around, Fusion with the Renault down the back straight. Yep. Who else can we follow? There's so much action. John now on the back of Fusion. Seems like Fusion is starting to struggle on this 12 lap old mediums. As John decides to go around the outside of Fusion, will he make it stick? He's got a lot of trust in Fusion after having braked late twice on Legion before. He must have surely seen from his cockpit what happened between the two of them, and he still tries to go around the outside and trust Fusion with that one as he goes for a small gap down the inside. But oh, this is risky stuff by John, but he comes off with no damage luckily, as he still hangs onto the back of him.
Yeah, the train is falling apart finally a little bit. Finally, after 13 laps, you can breathe a little.
Yeah, as John dives towards the inside of Fusion, and he goes wide, but does he make it stick? He does. So he's finally past Fusion.
He probably has an illegal though, because he got a 3 second while overtaking him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Position though, so apparently no illegal overtake, but it did cost him 3 seconds of penalty.
Yeah. Look at this. Neon Race with a complete different tire straight. He went from medium straight onto the hards to the end, so he's not gonna have to stop again, but Legion has to stop again, and he will probably he's gonna go for softs at the end, so he will be a lot quicker than Neon Race.
Yeah, I think Legion will be behind him after the pit stop, but will rapidly close up with the soft against the hard tire. So that might be a fun battle at the end of this race. Definitely going to be some build up towards that. And Legion and Flash River are still fighting. John is finally clear of Fusions. So the train is falling apart a little bit. Oh, wait a minute, what's happening here?
It's 4 cars. Oh, there's a lot of contact between them. Sorry, Jensen, carry on.
We have 4 new cars with a battle.
This is great stuff, man.
Yeah, now it's happening here.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah. 2 times 2 wide. Is this going to go all right?
Oh, what is going on here? There's a lot of hodgy-podgy between Neon Race and Mammoth TV.
No damage though, as far I can see for every single car. So it's still going good, but Neon Ray still, yeah.
Oh, again, sorry man, he hits the, oh, this is risky stuff by Neon Race.
Oh, and Neon Ray spun.
Yeah.
With his hard tires.
Oh, no.
And he hits Fortune Hunter, and does Fortune Hunter...
Yes, he's retired. Look at what happened there, man. It seems like he went for the pass on the Toro. He lost it by the Toro that tagged him at the back, and then he went into the corner, sliding into the guy in front of him. And then he even rejoins in front of another guy and makes contact again.
Yeah, his rejoin wasn't that great. But yeah, like you said, he dove on the inside. I think he hit his side pod a little bit, which caused his car to be a little bit unbalanced, and then he lost it in the next turn. Yeah. While trying to brake. Darrow 5G also went off, which I see now. He lost his front wing entirely, so I think he got on the curb out of the fast right-hander, maybe with some dirty air. Yeah. And he just lost the car and slammed into the wall, but his race is falling apart.
Yeah, as Mammoth, What Up makes easy work of Mammoth TV down the straight with that powerful DRS and Slipstream. As he moves up to P9. Now we have, who else? We have Mammoth TV looking to come back at What Up though. But yeah, as Legion. Legion is closed up to Flaw. What's happening here? Is Flaw's tires busy going after only 7 laps?
Flaw's tires are going off, definitely. He is going to pit as well. Tires will overheat after a while, and degradation is too high. He will lose a lot of time. So he's undercutting Legion right now with fresh mediums. But Legion will go in 4 or 5 laps. We'll go to a fresh set of softs until the end. So yeah, I think Legion is going to get him back at the end of the race probably. So we have nice build-ups for the end of the race with some potential battling.
Yeah, I saw Flaw, sorry, not Flaw, was it Flaw? Yeah, it was Flaw serving a pit stop penalty there for something he has done wrong. So he's been given a hiding and he's paid for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, who else can we follow, man? There's so much racing going on in this race. An absolute great race so far.
Mammoth and Wardup are still close with Dragon. Still the group of 3 cars which have DRS on each other for P6. Might happen something again in the second DRS zone. Sonny picked up his first penalty, no problem for him, his gap is massive. Wardup tries to outbrake Dragon into the turn and he gets the move done, but now Dragon gets DRS if he has a good exit as well. He's going to attack right back. He might be a little bit too far back, but we have to wait and see. And he is too far back.
Yeah, as we have JQR. Sorry, not JQR. Is it Mammoth? No, it's JQR. All over the back of What Up now through the slower section of the track, sector 3.
Oh, Shaka went off at the beginning of sector 2.
Oh, Shaka, man.
Is continuing his way. The race is not going his way. While Legion pits to cover off. Who was it? Flaw, I think. He's covering him off by pitting maybe a little bit earlier. And he goes for a second set of mediums. So he thinks he might lose too much time with his old mediums compared to Flaw, who already pitted.
Yeah.
I think Flaw will be in front of him. But yeah, Legion will have 2 laps fresher mediums until the end. It's going to be actually very close because Flaw is actually going to be behind him. That's interesting. So Legion with the better pace at the moment. Yeah,
as I was reading through the chat now, and something came up. Besides Tier 3 tonight, that's got a P2 championship to decide on. Tomorrow night in Tier 2, we have a champion to decide on between Satoshi and Timo. It's gonna be an epic one.
Yeah.
But the saddest thing of it all is I won't be racing, so unfortunate. Yeah, last race of the season, and I unfortunately cannot race. So
One thing for Timo to not worry about.
he already told me that as well last night. Yeah, yeah, it's the famous Wumpy versus Timo rivalry.
Give me your Steam account, I will drive on
Oh,
your name.
please do. Thank you very much. Just to spoil Timo's fun.
Yeah. Now, may the best man win tomorrow. It's definitely going to be an exciting finale, like you said. And Legion is cutting his way through the field. He took Wardop and Mehmet this lap. So Legion is flying now with the fresh mediums.
Yeah, made that look really easy on Wardop through that third sector. In that difficult part of the track to pass, he made it look easy. Anybody else close on the track? Crimsonium and Flaw as Crimsonium Bits, the champion.
There's a yellow in sector 3, but I can't see what exactly happened.
Yeah, I'm also trying to look now, but I don't see anything. Kebab is closing in on Philoctidas. Gaspar Fortunano is in the pits.
Who was actually second in the championship? Was it?
It's Legion. Legion is second in the championship. 12 points
okay,
in front of Neon Rays. So Neon Rays needs to get
it.
Yeah, so Neon Rays needs to get 12-point advantage over Legion to claim P2 in the championship today. But I highly think that's possible from what I'm looking at the moment to where they are. But we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, Neon Race has already left the session, so Legion has this. But yeah, Sonny, what an maybe we should follow him.
As Kebab and Philoctidas makes contact. Oh my word! He missed his braking point. Let's have another look at that. I saw him going for the gap, but I didn't want to interrupt you, and then I saw the contact, and I had to interrupt you.
Virtual safety car.
Oh, we have a virtual safety car. Just look as he comes into the corner. He thinks about it, and he goes double-minded into the corner, and he goes around.
To interrupt you, John is taking the perfect time to pit. Sonny was already across he already passed the pit lane, so he couldn't profit of the virtual safety car. John does, and so does Grosjean. They will lose so much less time with their second pit stop under the virtual safety car. And the virtual safety car is still here, so...
Yeah, they're using this completely.
Yeah, I have a feeling John is gaining massive time here. Sonny luckily has the gap, so that's good for him. Yeah, and Legion exits the pits. John exits the pits, and the virtual safety car is away, so at the full profit.
Yeah, but now Sonny is ahead with 32 seconds, but he's not bothered about that because if he's gonna pit, he's gonna be on very, very fast tire, which is softs, and he's just gonna go away again. But he needs to get within at about 7 minutes to the end because that's where the soft is about at their best. After 7 laps, they're pretty much done, if I'm not mistaken. See, Philoctidas very close to the back of Kebab. The two that made contact in the last lap around, coming towards the exact same corner to where it all happened, causing the virtual safety car.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's too far off.
Meanwhile, I see in chat they are debating quali times in Abu Dhabi. Guys, stop fighting. You all know that I can do a 32 flat if I want to.
Ooh.
So don't fight, guys.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I'm joking, of course. Sonny, meanwhile, pits from the lead, and he's going to a new set of mediums, actually.
Wow.
It's not a very strange...
Yeah, he probably doesn't have another set of softs left. He probably has a set of used softs.
Yeah, and he has a gap of at least 10 seconds on John, I think, and Legion as well.
Yeah, I think he's trying to avoid the undercut on Legion because he probably noticed that he's being caught by Legion on those fresh mediums, and he wants to avoid that.
Yeah, that may be as well, and yeah, he has the lead. He probably also doesn't want to deal with tire temp problems, which the soft generally get after 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah.
So he's just controlling this race, and what a very good race from him.
Yeah, Eskimap and Philoctidas both pits, going for the last stop towards the end. But 1400 now on softs. Looking to
John
make...
is going to overtake Flaw with his brand new softs. Got the move done already.
Yeah.
Probably has a very good exit with those softs. Oh, he goes a little bit deep, but he will get better traction here. But Flaw still has a good exit and might attack him back. That's definitely going to happen, I think. He's on overtake mode. Is he going to send it though? No, he's just too far behind.
Yeah.
So now John can drive away.
Yeah, now John's off to his next victim, which is Legion on the 3-lap old medium. So John should be a lot quicker up until about the 26th or 27th lap when those tires will be starting to fall off the cliff. But we'll see how big he can get that gap from him and Legion, should he be able to pass him quickly.
Yeah, Sonny has a 3-second penalty, but John also has a penalty. And Legion is only on 1 warning, but yeah, the gap from Sonny to Legion is very comfortable. And John might close up to 4 seconds or 5 seconds before his softs go off completely. So Sonny has nothing to worry about at this point. John and Legion are definitely going to fight this out, because John might overtake Legion now and drive away for 2 laps, but Legion will come back yeah, after 4 laps, I think. And finally there are some gaps for...
Yeah, there's no threats, is trying to pass around the outside of Shaka, going into that very, very dangerous right-hander, where we have seen so many incidents already tonight. But it's just trying to play it safe behind Shaka. Doesn't matter how fast you are, you can see how difficult it is to try and pass someone on this track. Shaka is so much slower, but yet no threats are still struggling to pass him as Shaka finally decides to pit.
Yeah. John still hasn't been able to overtake Legion. He has to do it quickly because his softs will be in a disadvantage in about 3 laps time.
Yeah.
So he has to do it now. Flaw is also closing up. So he doesn't want to be in a 3-way battle. So he needs to hurry up if he wants to get P2 this race.
Yeah, I don't know, it seems like John, he's got the pace through the corners, but on the straights, I don't know.
Well, Sonny sets the fastest lap to once again show the other guys, you won't take this victory from me, I'm the fastest man on track.
Yeah, an absolute dominant performance by him so far.
Yeah. Yeah, the battle for P2 is the only thing happening right now. Yeah, Kebab is also close to P14, but I think it's wise to watch the battle for P2 at this point, because I have a feeling John is going to strike this lap. He should definitely do it this lap.
Yeah, let's see if he can get close enough. It looks like a good and tight exit, but Legion has also got a pretty good exit down there, but he should close in very close to him. Yeah. He should be able to take him just before the corner, if not definitely the next straight.
If John was wise, he would wait. He's gonna wait for the second DRS. Smart from him, so he can't get attacked back straight away. And he has a good exit here, and this should be it for the second position in the race. He needs to take the outside line. Legion is going to cover up the inside, of course. Can he outbrake him? He does. And he also makes the corner. So John gets the move done for now. But like I said, in 2 laps time, those soft tires will definitely start to degrade in such a rate that Legion's tires will be faster again. So I have a feeling Legion is going to come back.
Yeah, we'll see. He's already got 3 laps on the softs. He's pretty much only got about another 4 left if it's fresh softs. And then from there on he should fall back on pace. But let's see what he does. Is he actually pulling away from his 6/10 away?
To wait and see. And indeed, Crimsonian close behind Grosjean's at the moment.
Yeah, our Tier 3 champion is looking to finish off with some points. Seems to be taking it very easy today.
Yeah, meanwhile, my good friend Copy says in the chat, nice racing, guys. Definitely nice racing. The first 14 laps.
Of course, yes.
couldn't even shut up talking. so much was happening.
Yeah, the race has been crazy so far. It's been a great race, but let us know. How about the commentating? Are we entertaining you guys? Hopefully, we do.
Can I get commentator of the year, guys? I commentated 4 races, but you know.
yeah. Of course. You definitely qualify for that. You definitely qualify from that.
Yeah, Sonny, 10-second lead. He's controlling the race. Yellow in sector 3. That's Kebab, who lost his front wing. Lost it on the exit where you get close to the wall, and he has to pit for a new front wing.
Yeah, sorry, Jensen is Crimsonium looking to make a move on Grosjean. He's gonna bail out and wait for the next DRS section, I guess. He's gonna hang into his slipstream for now. He's really close all over the gearbox of Grosjean's. But yeah,
Grosjean's on those hard tires, which are basically stones right here, so they won't drive too nicely. And Crimsonian with quite fresh mediums should get the move done in the next lap probably. Legion, meanwhile, is on the brink of losing DRS. He actually loses DRS right now on John with 1.1 seconds. But if he can stay in this gap, he definitely still has a chance at the end of the race.
Yeah, what an epic battle at the moment. Well, so far the whole time. I see Mema TV also closing up on Wardub. But Crimsonium is looking to make a move on Grosjean, surely down the next straight. I'm almost certain he will be able to pass him. He's really close, unless he makes a huge mistake on the next corner down the back straight.
Ooh, Darrow retired. Where did that happen? I think it's... We have a new virtual safety car.
Oh, as Crimsonium got the gap to eventually pass Grosjean down straight.
Yeah.
That is so unlucky, man. That is so unlucky.
If he's lucky, it's going away right now, so he still has the second DRS, but I think he's out of luck for this lap.
Yeah, hello Copy, I see you on chat. Nice graphics too, thank you sir. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. This track is one of the most underrated tracks out there. Everybody's saying it's not a best track, but I absolutely love Abu Dhabi. I see it as a track, like you could see tonight with this race, a lot of action. Sorry, go ahead.
Virtual safety car did end on time for him to make the move, and he did it. He's now past Grosjean's, and yeah, with those mediums he should drive away far enough for the next DRS. Yeah, in the technical third sector, so good for him. He should be able to secure the 6th position this way. Meanwhile, Legion really fell off the back of John. Maybe he got caught sleeping when the virtual safety car ended. He also has one of the Williams back markers in front of him, so he's going to get a free DRS. That might help a little bit, but yeah, it looks like the gap is now too big for Legion to strike back at John at the end of the race. We actually are at the race almost.
As Wardup goes slightly wide on the soft tires in front of Mema TV. Mema TV is on full attack, looking to push Wardup all the way to the line in this last 3 laps. If he gets close enough to this, what would you say, this type of broken chicane type of turn, I don't know what you call it, but he needs to get a good exit from this corner down the straight, and he won't be able to take Wardup on those medium tires, which is the turning point for the soft tires on lap 6 as Wardup goes full defensive early already. But I think those softs are already falling off the cliff on lap 6, man.
Yeah.
Oh, as he fights him off towards the inside, holds the line tight, but he comes back at him in the mid-contact. Oh, and his contact, big contact, he passes into the wall. Oh my god, what a crash. What a crash. Let's have another look on that.
Car, that's the end of the race.
That is a scary situation. And
this is
wow, man.
going to be very interesting.
Just look at that crash. Oh my god, so unfortunate. What a brilliant race by everybody so far. And that
driver penalty speeding under the safety car, and now the penalties are starting to build up.
Yeah.
Flaw was actually on 8/10 of Legion for 3rd place. Yeah, I think the first 4 are definitely not going to pit. Of course, it's a 1-lap sprint race. Does someone actually has the gap to make a pit stop? I don't think so. I think No one is going to.
Yeah, are we gonna have a 1 lap sprint or 2 lap sprint maybe? Maximum 2 laps. It can only be a 2 lap or a 1 lap from now on.
Dragon is going to take a chance. He's going to lose positions, but they are actually going to pit.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, but this is really bad news for Sonny though, because John is gonna be right up his back and he's gonna be on softs, but the softs will be probably off the cliff already. I still reckon Sonny can manage to fight him off. So
I
wow.
will check the penalty situation as well, if something did change. No, they are both at 1 penalty still. So it's going to be a crucial last lap. What also might be the case is that we end the race behind the safety car. Doesn't happen a lot, but the field is so spread out at the moment.
Yeah.
That we might end this final race behind the safety car.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen before. I'm not sure about you, but not in a custom lobby or an online lobby at least. But are we gonna see the first ever one?
Me neither, I think, but I think it's definitely possible. And if you look at the mini map, cars are everywhere. They are not going to close up that easily to the safety car in the next lap.
Yeah, for sure. And the safety car normally only goes in once the pack is all pretty close to each other. So, drive through penalty for Kebab, speeding behind the safety car. Oh my word.
Yeah, Kebab messed up the last part of the race, but as you can see, Sonny is now behind the safety car and is in lap 27. So the safety car must come in this lap if you want that last lap sprint race. And as you can see, cars are everywhere on the track right now. It's never going to happen. I think we're really going to end this race behind the safety car. And what an original last finish of the season.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to wait and see. What I'm surprised though is the fact that John didn't dive in the pits for a fresh set of softs, because he had some space behind him. And
if what I'm saying is true, Legion is going to win this race. He hasn't got a penalty yet.
Ooh.
Sonny and John have 3 seconds, both of them. So.
Oh my God! How bad luck can you get?
That would be very sad. Still, if this happens, I'm still going to give my driver of the day to Sonny.
Oh, 100%, man, 100%. I fully agree with you.
I think we can both agree on that. It will be terribly unlucky, and that's why I hate safety cars.
Yeah, well, man, what a race we have. Are we gonna see the first ever finish behind the safety car, or are we gonna see a 1 lap sprint? Oh, safety car lights are out. Safety car lights are out. He's gonna come in this lap. Safety car lights are out.
Oh, I never would have thought that, because there are still cars in sector 1 of the track.
Yeah, that is really surprising. Kebab with another 5-second penalty.
We have to keep a close eye, because Sonny actually needs to drive away 3 seconds clear of Legion. And that's quite a big task for him in 1 lap.
Yeah, so he needs to let that safety car go early, and he needs to get the power down early to surprise them all. Because Legion will be caught up behind John managing the pace while Sonny puts the hammer down. It can gain him at least a second, you know.
He needs a massive restart, and he needs to have John and Legion battle for positions for 2 corners to get that 3
safety
seconds.
car is still going down the last corner. Safety car goes into the pits. He's putting the hammer down and he goes. Let's see what happens. We have one. Oh, he loses it.
I also had that one.
Both of them, Sonny and John. As Sonny looks to make a move and get the 3-second gap from Legion to win this race, because Sonny and John both have 3 seconds penalty. But John's trying to stay in touch with Sonny down that 1 last straight, but there's no DRS. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. So that OP drag down the straight won't come in effect except for the normal slipstream, which will probably not be enough on that distance. Sorry, Jensen.
Put the interval on leader so the viewers can also see what exactly the gap to Legion is in the last lap.
There we go.
1.6 at the moment. He still needs 1.4.
Yeah, who thought? I think this is the first ever race which I witnessed with a one lap sprint to the end. That safety car came out as a huge surprise, but are we gonna see Sonny being victorious? The gap is now 1.7. He needs another 1.3 seconds from Legion. Legion needs to make a mistake somewhere to give Sonny this win, but I highly doubt it, man.
It's going to be very difficult, and what a shame for Sonny. Yeah, he absolutely deserved this one, but yeah. a late safety car can cost you if you have a penalty, and I'm afraid that's exactly what's going to happen here.
Yeah, so
Definitely looks
unfortunate.
like it's 1.9. Yeah, there's no way it's going to
Oh,
be.
there's a Red
3
Bull that
seconds.
John slightly lost it in under the what is it, the hotel section. The gap is now 2 seconds. He needs 1 second in 2 lost corners, which I don't think you will get. It's 2.2.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is so unlucky for Sonny.
Finishes as first, but Legion is going to win this race. Very unlucky. Yeah, not deserved in my eyes. But, that's how it goes sometimes.
As we have still another fight going on between Fortune and Jaguar. Sorry, Jensen. As Jaguar goes for the inside line on Fortune, on Flesh Rover, and makes the pass in the last corner to cross over the line in P8. Oh, Fortune Hunter went out of fuel. Or is he going to? Oh, he's going for some donuts. We are going to see some donuts from Fortune Hunter. Oh, as he's not going to get disqualified, maybe. As he reverses over the line.
That's actually what I did as well last season.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, we have still some cars on the track. No threats coming in for a P12. Shaka P13. Shaka joined the league about, I think, a month or 2 ago. He first started off Tier 4 and then he moved up to Tier 3, and he even had his debut race about 3 weeks ago in Tier 1.
You might know him as Lord Gammon right now.
Oh yes, Lord Gammon.
The admin of the Gammon Cup.
Yeah, what a good old chap, man. It's a pleasure having him in SLR. So Shakalaka going over the line in P. Oh, he gained some positions. Eh? Was it P11? Let's have a look.
There were
P12.
guys
P12.
second of penalties, so.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This SLR Tier 3 season end race. What a race, man.
Yeah, Legion wins it with the late safety car. Of course, he did the right job by not getting penalties, but it really fell into his lap at the end of the race. Sonny got P2. I think he will be quite disappointed. Yeah, understandable, of course. But what a great race. It flew by, and for the neutral viewer, it was an excellent one. So thank you very much, Tier 3 drivers.
Yeah, I am, like I say, very, very proud of these guys having to big ocean about 2 months ago to create Tier 3 due to the high demand of racing in SLR. We created it and it has turned out to be one solid tier, man. Once again from my side to all of you guys in Tier 3, I'm very proud of you and a job very well done on the season. Also a brilliant season-ending race. We couldn't have asked for a better race than what we have witnessed tonight. So there you have the final standings for Abu Dhabi.
And our driver of the day is of course Sonny with that masterclass race. Yeah, Sonny driver of the day. And let's see if some people want an interview.
And it's time for interviews. Right, back in the commentary box, we are starting the interviews officially. If we can have our driver of the day, Mr. Sunny, if you can hear us, sir, we need you in the commentary box.
If he wants. There he
Mr. Sunny. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Wow.
So unlucky.
Take it away, Jensen.
Yeah, I was checking when the safety car came out, and I actually thought that for a moment it might end behind the safety car because all the cars were spread out. And then I was like, let's check penalties one more time, and I saw Legion didn't have a penalty, so that's when we knew you weren't going to get the win. We gave you drive of the day because you absolutely dominated today, and you were absolutely the deserved winner in our eyes. But this is racing, and this is what happens sometimes, unluckily. So how was the race from your perspective? Take us through it.
Yeah, I think it was very good. The quali, I actually did 2 laps of my tires because I had very good lap on my first run, like with the minute left on the clock, and I just missed 1 corner and lost all of the time. I was like up half a second on the delta. So I saved fuel in sector 3 and I decided to go 1 more And yeah, I crossed the line with 1 second left, I think, something like that, and I had just enough fuel, because when I finished the next lap, I had 0.05 fuel. So it was like, super precise, and I got pole. So I jumped like 3 or 4 positions, which was like on the edge already. Yeah, and after that, I think it was very clean, just pushing raw pace. I felt very confident about this track, worked a lot on the setup, and yeah, felt very good. Unfortunately, picked up some penalties in the clean air, and with all of the accidents happening, I was praying that if there is safety car, please make it VSC, because I was afraid of the restart, and it happened at the last possible moment. So it was I didn't even think about it, that I can lose positions under the safety car. They told me John behind me has penalty, so I tried to run away from Legion. I think if there was one more lap, I would pull away.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it was probably the worst timing I could get. But yeah, I mean, still very happy about the result, despite that the practice paid off. It's like felt super confident for this race, loving the track, and had fun today.
Yeah, I mean, Wimpy and I both saw how incredibly good you drove today. So good to see that you also take that positive thing with you, and don't be too sad about it. Of course, it sucks, so to say, but actually people in the chat were also saying Sonny to Tier 2. So you are definitely taking big steps at the moment, and we can't wait to see you back next season in Tier 2 or Tier 3. We have to wait and see. Maybe Tier 1 if you really practice hard. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll get it. I'm on the mission to complete the Ocean Chief dream. So step by step. If you know, I will make this quote famous. I will go one by one with each tier, I guess.
Nice. We can't wait to see more from you next season.
Yeah, job very well done, man. What an absolute race. That pace that you just brought from qualifying to the end of the race. Just an absolute dominant performance, man. Great way to end off your season after showing some good form during the last couple of races. And you couldn't have ended it in a better fashion, except for the damn safety car that spoiled your whole body. But yeah, job very well done. Drive of the day, fully deserved, sir.
Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Yes, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alright, who do we see next? We have Legion, we have John, and we have Crimsonium. Let's get Legion in. What do you think? He's our champion.
Unlucky, Sonny, mate.
Yeah, you were definitely unlucky, sir.
Raging. I was saying to the boys there, that happened to me in Silverstone, mate. I finished first and ended up getting packed up.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's the man with the famous accent, which everybody loves so much. It's Mr. Legion, our P2 champion, our championship P2 current standings. How would you say it? Drivers champion for position 2. I completely lost it there. Sorry for that.
I know what you were saying, mate. I don't know, right, mate? I surprised myself, so I did. Surprised myself.
Yeah. But what a performance, man. We were watching you and Neon race during the whole race for that 12-point difference on the championships for P2. And towards the end, it just played out your way.
It did, mate. See them VSCs? I hate this game. I lost so much time under them VSCs. Like,
I saw that in the commentary. I actually said it because I was like, John obviously overtook you with the bit precious sauce, but I was like, just wait till the end of the race when his sauce will go off. Legion is going to strike back.
I'll get him back. That's what I was thinking, mate. But
guide him suddenly.
No, it didn't work out. But well, it didn't work out, and it did work out. Like, I was just saying to Sonny in the gentleman's lounge here, back in Silverstone, I crossed the line first, and because of a penalty, I get packed back to third or fourth or something. So I know how he's feeling right now. Like,
yeah, we've all been there at one point.
Sonny done excellent today. That boy's pace is impressive. Like,
yeah, definitely. And we also said for him to look at the positive stuff, and his pace was incredible. But did you actually know at the last lap what the penalty situation was with him?
No, I didn't, mate. No.
Oh, that was quite a nice surprise then when you crossed the line.
Yeah, it was me. I looked up and I was like, no way. I started getting excited. Like I was
those feel just as great.
yeah. I say I was happy enough with a third. Obviously, a podium's excellent. Like so, but when it says first, I was ecstatic. Like.
Yeah, but you had some great moments in the race, man, with passing, close racing with other guys. We were watching it all the way. It was just an absolute pleasure watching you guys do what you do best. And like I said on stream as well, if you watch back so many times, what's the word I'm looking for? Complimented you guys on your racecraft and pace and stuff, and how proud I am of you guys. So yeah, keep it up, man. We might see you in tier 2. It's a big possibility, big possibility, because you guys have some serious pace. But we'll see what happens with the new game, and I'm really looking forward, because SLR's got a cracker of a year ahead for F1 2020 with all these great talent in the league at the moment. There's just endless talent. We cannot talk enough of everybody in this league. That's just amazing, you know. And I think Mr. Ocean Chief, the great one, should be very proud of what he has achieved with SLR and with all you guys. So yeah, a big shout out to Mr. Ocean Chief for having to run this amazing SLR league.
He's done excellent to get it where it is. Like it's skyrocketed, mate. In the last couple of months, it's just got huge in it. It's impressive, all right, mate. But thanks very much for the compliment, Mubby. Thank you.
No problem, sir.
No worries. See you next season.
Well deserved.
Cheers.
Yeah, like I say, we hope to see you next season in tier 2. Until then, we'll see you then.
Cheers, Jensen. Cheers,
Bye-bye.
Mubby. Thanks,
Bye,
boys.
man.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
All right. I believe we have confirmed of who the Constructors Champions is. Let's pull in Crimsonium.
Yeah, let's do it.
Good evening, sir. You are live on EGL. Interview. How are you doing?
Oh, that's cool. I ever wanted an interview on EGL.
Ooh, listen, I believe you have something that you have just confirmed, which I read in the Discord chat. Would you like to let us in on that little secret, or that news, that breaking news, I would say?
The breaking news. So I just start with a little round.
All right.
As Legion got first, I was a little bit scared. So, oh god, did we lost it in the last possible moment?
Yeah.
But we didn't. I just had to confirm that Northrop didn't finish in the points, and so in association that I got 5th and Legion first, there is not enough points that can close the gap, so we are officially the SLR Constructors Championship, and with that title, we got every title we can achieve.
The partying doesn't stop for you.
Yeah.
So how was the last race for you? Saw quite some battling. Cars going everywhere and stuff.
It was a little bit unlucky because it started in qualifying. There was a Red Bull completely lying on the racing line.
We were on board with you. We saw you held back with the throttle because you didn't know if you would go through them or not.
Yeah, well, yes, exactly. And I was scared, so I came around the corner, and I don't know if you do it, but I do it. I look into the corners before going into it, and that tactic really helps me to get really fast and get focused. And I saw in the corner there was a Red Bull, and I really don't know, is he ghosting, is he not ghosting, and then, oh well.
Yeah.
I think we got it on replay as well if you go and watch the stream back.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got it too, so.
It just looked so much better on stream.
Okay, I will watch it. So, and then at the start, I think Flaw was pushing Grosjean to the side, and I was completely going into the back of Grosjean and got front wing damage. And I don't know, so I had to change front wings, and to get fourth with this is actually pretty nice. I really just thought I will became 9th or something, or 10th, and well, something like that. And would that happen, I think Legion would actually win the championship on last round.
Yeah, he had 0 penalties, so it's also something we saw that because Sonny was actually dominating.
Yes, he was really fast.
But he had 1 3-second penalty, so he got marked because of the safety car. So yeah, you have some winners and you have some losers behind the safety car. Luckily for you, you guys were the winners today as well with bringing home the constructors. So
yeah, bringing home. I think Frederick would be happy.
yeah.
All right. Well, there might be even a possibility that we can see you in Tier 2 next season. So yeah, there's a lot of
Tier 2?
There's a lot of planning and stuff going on behind the scenes that you guys don't know about, but there will be a shuffle between the tiers, of course. And we will see some. Yeah, we will see some drivers being promoted, and we will see some drivers being dropped. So yeah,
it's all going to be with testing as well. We have to see which drivers are actually on the same pace. We want the tiers to be more evenly matched.
More like Tier 3, for example. I mean, the middle pack of Tier 3 is just extraordinary, man. There's so much racing going on today. Me and Jensen, we couldn't take our eyes off the track. We couldn't stop talking because there was so much going on. We couldn't get to cover everything.
Wimpy said to me on lap 7, "Oh man, I'm so tired. It feels like we're on lap 7." I was like, "No, it's 7." And
it was a stunning race, man.
At lap 14, first gaps came finally.
Exactly. Then we could only start taking breathers.
I think for the neutral viewer, this might have been the best race of the whole season for the spectators, so to say.
I think so too. You're actually very right with that one. I kind of agree with you there. That's actually another thing, guys. Sorry, Crimsonium. We should actually get the spectators to vote for the race of the season, though, on maybe tomorrow night or the night after that. So just keep that in mind, guys. Go and have a look through the season and come and tell us tomorrow on chat which race would you think was the race for you.
I don't want to ruin your party, Wimpy. I don't know if every spectator remembers all 20 races of this.
There's a YouTube channel where they can go back on and go check.
Just vote Abu Dhabi, you can't go wrong. No joke.
Alright, well, we have one more guy to interview, though.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I don't have much to say. Just thank you to Moza Gaming that we actually got this title. There's so much stuff going on, and yeah, well.
Yeah, well, congratulations to you for winning the championship.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, have a good evening.
Thank you. You guys too.
Alright,
thank you.
Thanks, man. Bye bye. Alright, let's get our last interview in, Mr. John.
He has his mic muted though, so let's see if.
Hello, John. He is here.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. I'll leave you over to Jensen.
Oh, hello, John. Good race.
Thank you.
Yeah, you had some good battles. You were in 3-4 car gaggle battles as well for most part of the race. How was this race for you?
This race in particular, I think, is the most fun I had in a league race. Like, there was so much battling, and like Tier 3 is so fun because like the skill gap between the drivers is not so big, so everyone is kind of on the same pace, and you get a lot of battling.
Yeah.
So I was really surprised on the strategy difference between the drivers. Like, everyone went on mediums for their last stint, as I went on softs. And I pushed the softs hard, and then I got a safety car, and in the end, like in the last 2 laps, and that kind of flipped the sides. Like, I was trying to get away from Legion, I think it was in P3.
Yeah,
and he won from penalties. Like,
yeah,
but I'm still happy.
Yeah, we spoke to Legion earlier, and I saw you were on the softs, and he was on mediums, and yeah, we knew you were going to overtake him, but I was thinking maybe on the last 2 or 3 laps, you are going to suffer with tire wear with the softs, and Legion might strike back. But then first the virtual safety car came, and he lost 2 seconds suddenly. So then you had a nice 3 seconds gap, of course. But yeah, then that late safety car came, and cars were everywhere on the track. But yeah, at least we got the 1 lap sprint race. But it was a difficult task to drive away 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Of course.
I knew Sony had a penalty as well, so I was not focused on getting the win. I was focused on getting away from Legion for the last lap. But my mediums were pretty much gone, as you said.
Yeah.
They had lots of wear, but they did their job after all.
Yeah.
They got me to P2.
Yeah, I saw a lot of you this race. And I think actually somewhere in the live stream I also complimented you, because I don't see every tier 3 race. There are so many new names and faces, but I really liked your aggressive but also clean driving style.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the battles throughout this race. They were
really
incredible.
Yeah, I think
thank you.
we broadcast most of it. And at one point we had 4 car battles for P3, 4, 5, 6, and then that was finally over. And then there was another 4 car battle for P11, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the first 14 laps flew by like crazy. So yeah, if you're going to watch back the stream, it's really a recommendation this time, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure, man. You had some great pace there.
Yeah, I was really surprised because my 1 lap pace in qualifying wasn't that good, but my race pace was actually strong because I catch a lot of people throughout the race, so I was surprised.
All right,
Yeah.
well,
It's very good stuff.
you are one of the upcoming talents in SLR, which joined, I think, about 3 weeks ago. Was it a little longer, maybe? How long have you been around?
I think about a month. I think
About a month. You just joined recently, and you've already made a name for yourself, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in a league like Tier 3 or maybe even Tier 2. You never know. With the upcoming season and new game, it's going to be a complete shuffle between the tiers. We're going to try and get it more close to each other on pace-wise and racecraft and stuff, like Jensen said. There's a lot of testing and planning going on behind the scenes, which you guys don't know of. But yeah, I think we are up for a massive season next season with F1 2020 with all this great talent within SLR. It's an absolute great league, I must say. From all the leagues I've been part of and raced for, SLR is, I wouldn't necessarily say the best, but the league with the best foundation, most established. They're very organized, you know. And I'm really proud, saying I'm proud to be part of SLR. So I think Jensen can say the same without any argument.
I joined 10 months ago or something, or maybe even 11 at this point. But I'm really glad I found this place. And what I like most is that, of course, we have big difference between all the drivers in this league speed-wise, but no one feels too high of himself to not help a driver who is just starting, or we don't look down on less drivers. I think the people really generally want to help each other and have a good time together, and I think that's the biggest strength of SLR at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But all right, so that brings us to the end of Tier 3 season. Season end of Tier 3. Are there any last words for your side, Jensen or John?
No.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for watching, who is still watching. If you haven't subscribed, you can do that right now. Give us a little compliment for our efforts on YouTube and trying to broadcast every tier, of course. So make sure to leave a like, and like Wimpy said earlier in the stream, the next league racing season will be on F1 2020, but we have to bridge 6 or 7 weeks before that game is here. So stay tuned to the channel, because we are going to do one-off events, maybe small tournaments with classic cars, maybe a few F2 races, maybe a 100% tribute and farewell to Hockenheim.
And the Gammon Run.
Yeah, and the Gammon Cup, of course. So, we definitely have enough entertainment for the next couple of weeks. So make sure you don't miss that. And also to speak for Wimpy, thank you all for watching and have a good evening.
Yeah, from my side, I would like to say thank you very much to everybody for watching. That's always been there for SLR, especially Tier 3, a new upcoming tier that has done very, very, very well since they have been born. And to all the Tier 3 racers, like I said earlier before on stream while you guys were still racing, I'm very proud of you. I thank you very, very much for all your hard work and practices that you put in to make this a beautiful race as possible for all of us to watch and commentate. It's an absolute pleasure to see you guys race on track, especially tonight, which I think this race puts it right up there within the top 3 of one of the races of the season from what we have seen tonight. So on that note, wel gedaan, like they say. Jensen would know, Jensen would know what that's saying, all the Dutch people out there. But yeah, on that note, Jensen, we have a very, very interesting tier 2 finale tomorrow night. The championship needs to be decided between Mr. Timo and Satoshi. Who do you think is going to win it, man?
I have to say Timo, because I might have helped him a little bit with WoW. Try to get him ready, because I know Timo, of course. I have a lot of contact with him. I like the guy. He also does a phenomenal job with my races, with commentating Tier 1. So yeah, I'm biased, and I'm not ashamed to say it, but I hope Timo gets it. But to predict it, it's going to be very close. I think they are very evenly matched tomorrow. But yeah, the one who manages his nervousness and his emotions the best will win it, I feel.
Yeah, so just to give you an idea, there's only 2 points between the two of them. So whoever finishes in front of the other, if it's more than a 2-point gap, that person will be champion. So yeah, like you say, Timo, you hope he wins it. To be honest, Timo has been a long-time friend. Myself and Timo has come a long way. I've known him for what I think since 2018 already. I have to back my boy, man. Nothing against Satoshi. He's a great driver. He's got some pace. He's shown some good skill, except for me in Japan. But yeah, like I say, I have to back my boy Timo, man. Let's see what happens tomorrow night. And I might even, Timo, if you are listening, I might even be able to race. So don't get your hopes up yet. Everything is okay, man. I might still be in that race. So.
Before friendship ends tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, anyway, guys, it's been a very entertaining night tonight. Lots of action, a couple of safety cars, well, one safety car, I think, and a couple of virtuals. Or was it 2 safety cars? And a couple of virtuals. Lots of passing on track, lots of incidents, lots of accidents. What more could the doctor have ordered for us? That was just a perfect race. Unfortunately, not for Sunny, but he got driver of the day with a perfect qualifying lap and a great race. If it wasn't for the safety car in the last 3 laps, he would have won that race. But taking nothing away from Legion, he also had a great season. And of course, all the rest of the guys. Once again, thank you very much from my side. And I'll see you guys in the next season for Tier 3. So, on that note, goodbye.
Goodbye.